So I wanted to call this one the real meaning of Christmas. But at the moment, if I called it that, then no one would ever watch, because you don't want to get preached at, and I don't want to get preached at, and in fact, I don't even want to preach. So instead, I call it Getting Christmas Right Before Christmas. And the whole idea of this is, how do you ensure that at Christmas time you have a brilliant family day? How do you do that? It's all about family, right? I mean, every movie we've ever watched is all about having a brilliant family day on Christmas. But how do you make that happen? Well, the secret on Christmas Day, my brothers and sisters, is not the presents, and it is not the food. Of course, the secret of family on Christmas Day is family itself. And so I'm going to give a few hints as to how actually we can be sure that we get Christmas right on Christmas Day. Here's number one. When it comes to the presents, okay, whether you spent a lot of money or not very much money, that is not the issue. Never is the issue. Never isn't if the child is 2, if they're 10, or if they're 15. Now, sometimes they can be a bit more demanding than others, and they really want the latest Xbox, yada, yada, yada. Okay. But even if you get them the latest Xbox, yada, 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 that's not going to cut it. What they need, actually, from us all, is that we engage with the presents. So here's the magic moment number one. As they are unwrapping it, and you're looking, oh, do they like it, do they not like it? That's not kind of the point. It's what happens to the present afterwards. It's the huge secret. Play with the present, with them, on Christmas Day. That actually makes the present come alive. Actually, it creates memories. It means that kind of little magic sparkle, tingle thing about Christmas begins to happen right there on the presents. Otherwise, you bang through present after present after present. They sit there in a kind of an untidy mess of cardboard and wrapping paper, and actually disappointment for the most part. But if they engage with it, think about it this for a moment, right? Let's just say your children get you the worst looking tie that you've ever had in your life, and you open it up and you go, well, that's great, and I will never wear it, is what you're thinking. I will never wear this tie. I'm not going to humiliate myself at work with this tie, but your kids need to know that you're going to wear that tie. Now, you have two options. You can either actually wait 2 or 3 weeks till you go back to work, or 2 or 3 days in my case, and you go back to work and you wear the tie. But if you do that, you are going to be humiliated in front of your colleagues, or you're going to pull a fast one and have a spare in the car. Or you put the tie on. You put the tie on Christmas Day. Now here's the magic. Your kids then go, oh, Dad, I love it. I love you, Dad. It looks so good. And actually, everybody's happy. The thing happens because you used it in front of them. Now put it back the other way around. Go back to the Xbox thingy. Maybe they like the game you got. Maybe they didn't. But what they do want to do is spend time with you. The magic of presents is not the present. It's the playing. My second thing is, about breakfast. Now, some of you might have breakfast before presents and some after, and kind of like some through, all the way through. Plan a breakfast that isn't formal. Plan a breakfast that is straightforward to do. Maybe is naughty, like don't make it all about shredded wheat and like sugarless and semi-skim milk. But also, on the other hand, don't try and do full English breakfast. Don't do the sausages and the mushrooms. It's too much. It's too much. What will happen is you're going to be on Christmas Day away from your family trying to make that all work. Slow it down. Actually have maybe a bacon sandwich or something like that. But too much butter. Cook it with them. Ask them what their favourite thing is, and if they want chocolate smeared over the bacon sandwich. My kids like nutella and like a raspberry jam. It's disgusting, but actually, as part of Christmas, huge for them. Me, bacon butty. So the issue is not getting the food right. The issue is how you do it. What are you doing? My last thing is, what is the magic of Christmas? Like, if you were to wrap this all up, how do you make sure that everybody remembers a day where it was full of joy and full of peace? Now, you know, I come from a Christian household, and so every Christmas we kind of remember Christmas in a particular way, but I'm not preaching about this. But I think what it is really important, what is really key for all families, regardless of whether we have faith or no faith, is that on this day, of all days, we just take a moment as a family to be grateful, just to show gratitude. Just grab each other's hands and say, do you know what? This life could be a lot worse, and my life is better because you're in it. I'm going to spend this day just remembering that for the other 364 days, I slogged my guts out, but today I'm with family, I'm with those who love me. And I want to say thank you to you. I want to say thank you to you, my daughter. I want to say thank you to you, my partner, my wife, my husband. I want to say thank you to you, my son. You have honoured me this year. I think if we combine these kind of things, if we combine the idea of having a presents where it's about the playing, where it's the food, but not about the eating, but about the cooking, And if we have a moment where in the midst of all the chaos and all the joy of it, we just go, oh, gosh, thank you. You know what we begin to do? We begin to unwind the anger. We begin to unwind the frustration. We begin to unwind all those expectations. And the amazing thing is that kind of soft, glowy, Christmassy, sparkly thing begins to descend on our lounges. I hope that this has been really helpful and that you get Christmas right, because actually Christmas always is in the presentation, not in the presents. My name is Ian Soars. I hope this has been really helpful for you. And I'd love to hear your stories if you have great Christmases. Cheers. Thank you very much. Bye.